That was exhilarating. Like, I don't even remember half of what we talked about because I was so completely enraptured in the moment. Because I wanted to make sure that I was hitting all of the technical points for you. The biggest takeaway that I hope you got from that was just seeing that it was possible. That a digital Zettelkasten was not only possible, but also possible for you. I can't help but reiterate that this is a lonely journey through some dark months that you're going to embark on. It was for me, at least. And even with a group of encouraging friends that were keeping me accountable, the walk towards learning more about ourselves is something that has to be done alone. You have to learn what works for you by learning what doesn't work for you. And the answers to something as unique as you has to come from you alone. I mean, there's no cookie cutter answers to whether you know if you are doing this right or wrong or whatever. You have to build out your Zettelkasten with all of your old habits nagging at you to question everything about this new way of working. And when you do finally have that moment where you feel absolute trust in this simple, lightweight structure, you might be surprised that it isn't like a flash of lightning, but rather a gradual awareness of levity. That's what I want for you. Well, a bolt of lightning sounds really cool, though. I want to be clear that 99% of the people that you talk to will have no idea what the hell you're saying. Because this Zettelkasten thing is still in its very nascent stages, and you're going to have folks that are going to say that they've mastered it. And when you talk to them, you'll be surprised to find out that they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Be patient with them. Everyone wants the Holy Grail. But sometimes exclaiming it is easier than scaling the mountain. And remember, there's over 100 people in this world that you have shared this entire experience with, and they are going through the exact same thing that you are going through. And guess what? They're also fluent in the language that you're speaking, which makes each group that much more special. But you do have alumni that you're going to meet. You're also going to have newbies that you're going to teach. And you've also got Lumen, who did it without the power of a computer. I think you get what I'm saying. So this week, I want to walk through specific details in workflow. So you're familiar with how to do these things after these 42 days are over. I want you to capture all week so we can practice with the training wheels on while you learn your own unique experience of balancing on two wheels. I want to build out a group Zettelkasten, and it's going to feel weird, and it's not going to really talk back to you, but for you to master the mechanics of how to do it under a watchful eye, in order to provide minor corrections in form and follow through, I think it's important. But for now, I want to relish in the beginner's mindset of exploratory learning of what works and what doesn't work. So let's open up the graph so I can walk you through some things. First, let's go to your page, and underneath the horizontal line, let's make a new block. Type your first name and last name, followed by the slash. And write captured with a capital C. Perfect. Now let's highlight the text and make it a page by hitting the double open brackets twice. I like to have another horizontal line below this just to have a little separation, so I'll hit dash 3 times. Perfect. Let's go into that page we just created and fire off the template for create your captured page. Perfect. Step 1 just shows you how to fire off the template. Step 2 states to keep no more than 12 captured notes on this page at a time. For now, just follow this rather strictly because the last thing we want is to be overwhelmed, and 12 seems like a good amount without going overboard. Step 3 is where we can place our fleeting notes, and if you right click on the bullet point, you can make sure that it is showing a numbered list for all children underneath. Basically, what I want you to do is keep Roam open while you consume information. And whatever the content, whether a journal, a book, a podcast, or lecture, just capture them in here for now. Double semicolon, and Zettelkasten will add the template like so, and you can just write out your quick fleeting notes here for the time being. Don't forget to add your reference notes as well. As you go through your day, just come back to this page anytime you want to capture something. This won't be very frictionless, but I think that's the point. You want to figure out what works best for you, and I figured let's make it as annoying as possible to start. for now, go back to your page and fire off today's template. Perfect. And I'll see you in the guided writing exercise.